For the 2013 Toyota RAV4, Toyota's decided to go back to the basics, and in doing so, they've had to make a few changes. Some changes that some people might either love or hate, including the removal of the third row seating, as well as the V6 engine option. But to compensate, they've introduced some brand new onboard tech, as well as sleek new exterior styling, as you can very much see. Toyota's decided to listen to its consumers, and they've said that people really want a vehicle that can take them and their gear where they want to go. All right, let's give you the scoop on the all-new RAV4. First and foremost, they've decided to opt for a brand new 6-speed automatic transmission that goes with the 2.5-liter engine. Also, when it comes to power, the RAV4 produces 176 horsepower as well as 172 pound-feet of torque. So the new fuel numbers are as follows: 31 miles per gallon from the 28 miles per gallon for the 2012 model. Also, when it comes to the specific drivetrains, in the city, the front-wheel drive gets 24 miles per gallon as well as 31 miles per gallon on the highway. And for the all-wheel drive, you get 22 in the city and 29 on the highway. And last but not least, you want to know about trims and prices. First and foremost, the LE starts at just over $23,000. That's the very basic trim. Then you've got the XLE, which starts at $24,290, gives you a combination of a premium package as well as some basic goodies. And then finally, for the most out of the RAV4 is the limited package, which is priced over $27,000. For those looking for all-wheel drive, that's an extra $1,400 to the price. When it comes to the exterior styling of the brand new RAV4, as you can see, it's a bit of a change, and a nice one in fact. Starting from the front, you can see that there's a more bold or beefier front fascia, as well as the chrome accents with regards to that grille. It looks so much better. You've even got those Hawkeye lights, which I particularly like, which makes the vehicle that much more engaging to look at from the front end. The body overall is a little lower and a little leaner. This is in fact probably the best looking RAV4 that Toyota's made to date. All right, the interior of the brand new RAV4, way better looking from top to bottom, starting with the front dash. You've got some aluminum accents which make it very attractive, and at the same time, there's still that sense of simplicity when it comes to the gauges, but there's nothing wrong with that. Steering wheel, got a nice grip to it. Also, you've got multi-functions on it. Center console is nice, very fitting. What they've done here too is that what is now standard on all RAV4 models is touch display, so I kind of like that feature. There also is a sort of faux carbon fiber trim that you find within the vehicle, which isn't totally unattractive, but at the same time, it kind of seems out of place. When it comes down to the actual fabrics and feelings, they're nice and soft. Also, there's no leather. It's called Softex, which is not actually leather. It just kind of feels and looks like leather. And then when it comes to your rear trunk and cargo space, it's very much RAV4 with the improvement of more room and better features. What's it like to drive the brand new RAV4? Well, it's a little different than previous generation. What they've decided to do is get rid of that V6 with a 5-speed automatic transmission. They've said, let's find a common place. They've gone with a 2.5-liter engine which produces 172 pound-feet of torque as well as 176 horsepower. Toyota's decided to give this particular vehicle 2 standard drive modes. It's got an eco mode and a sport mode. Now, first and foremost, the eco mode dulls up the throttle response, so you can't expect that power. You've just got to rely on a relaxing, comfortable drive. And of course, with that eco mode, you'll be saving some dough on gas. Now, to compensate for that, you've got a sport mode. What the sport mode does is that it improves the throttle response as well as the steering feel. What it also does, it gives a little more torque control, so when you're going around a turn or a corner, you've got a little less understeer than you would have without it. It's quite a nice feature to have. Also in the RAV4 is improved suspension, which makes this vehicle a little stiffer when it comes to the ride. So you can expect that there's less body roll when you're going around corners. Looking at the brand new RAV4, you can tell overall that it looks better than previous generations. With the improvements when it comes to the interior styling, as well as technology and driving dynamics, such as the sport mode and the eco mode, they make the RAV4 more likable and slightly fashionable. In fact, Toyota decided, let's make this vehicle mainstream and give the consumers what they need. And it could be that mainstream mass appeal, which could make this vehicle a top-selling crossover for 2013. We'll just have to wait and see. For more of this review and others like it, visit autoguide.com.